Hello, everybody. It's AV Kid here, and yeah, I'm gonna have to close the door. I don't want to, because like the King Kong costume. I'm not like a person who's scared of clowns, but like I don't know. Um, I don't know, the whole it thing. That's kind of creepy. Uh, so yeah, I kind of realized that I'm gonna start uploading again a little bit more frequently. Um, I don't know. So there's that. But yeah. Um, so first things first is this week's been hard, I guess. It's not been like a bad week in like the everything else sense, like besides me. Um, actually a great week. If I wasn't in a bad headspace. Um, like so here's how my week went. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna let you guys decide. You know what you think about it. I'm gonna tell you my headspace and why this is just not bad or bad or I don't know. So starting off from Monday, I had a pretty decent day of school. A few classes were we're going over some stories. We did some work. Um, so there's that. I don't know. Really didn't do anything. I had two meetings after school to do. I also wore blue that day because it was National Anti-Bullying Day. Yeah, I wore blue that day. Um, I had a Poet Society meeting. We painted pumpkins. That was fun. And then the other thing I had to do is I had to go home, get dressed in a costume, and then I had to go to a drama meeting, which that was interesting. I think it was kind of fun. And then after that, I stayed up and did all of my science homework, and I didn't go bed until around like 12. Uh, so yeah, Tuesday was, I guess, a good day. Math class, we didn't do anything. We did a substitute. So we did some work. Uh, Tuesday was the day we did. No, we watched. We did some. We started notes. History was okay, I guess. We had a quiz. No, we didn't have a quiz. We took notes. General stuff, I guess. We finished the questions in my English class, and shop was, I guess, okay. We got assigned some math thingies, which I guess was meh. Um, I'm in like the scenario with shop where everyone's super busy, and I need to record, but I can't. So yeah, that's the only thing I need to do in shop is record my story time. But everyone else is like just super busy this week. So it's pretty chill, I guess, in that way. Um, so yeah, I also tracked down the teacher, or Mrs. Gamba. She is the teacher who's in charge of the junior class, and I'm running for junior class president, which I think that's pretty good. And at Tech, you have like a whole bunch of requirements, but I tracked her down, found out who she was, and she was like, okay, yeah, meeting, stuff like that, and that was pretty cool. Um, then Wednesday, or no, we tracked down Gamba and stuff like that. I think that was on, yeah, that was on Monday, and then Tuesday was like this mad time period. Uh, so then we have Wednesday. Wednesday was good, I guess. Like everyone would think it would be a good day because math class we went over the sheet that we'd had for the substitute. Science class we watched an episode of what's like Monsters Inside Me, which is I don't know, it's a cool show, I guess. History, we finished our notes, our chapter 1 notes, and that was cool, I guess. After that, English, we watched the movie, or we started to watch a movie. It's meh, it's the button, or, yeah, not the box, sorry. I don't like it at all, but that's besides the point. Shop again was that scenario, or no, Shop was, we ended up getting this new paper, a math paper. And this new math paper was fun, I guess. It was this math thing. It's not fun, but it's just, I don't know. It gave me something to do, and it gave everyone something to do, I guess. Some kids could find it messy, and boring, just taking up too much time. I thought it was actually okay. I don't know. Lunch was okay, yes, for that day. And then nothing really else. Oh, I had a junior class meeting then. And that was fun. And that's where I got the papers on that stuff. So there's that. And then I got papers, got them signed by a few because like what you need to do at Tech to like be able to run for something is you need 50 student signatures. And because because it's a junior class thing, I can only get juniors. I got all 50 signatures in 2 days, which I was happy about. I got all the teachers signed. I got 90% of the teachers signed yesterday, which I was pretty happy about. I also just remembered that I had I don't know what you call it. I think it would be like a chorus thing where they just took an example of like, okay, how, like, what would is there an interesting chorus? And apparently there is. So I went to that. And then I also went on Tuesday, I went to a Art Honor Society meeting. And that was fun. There was a lot of people, and it was really quick, but it seemed fun, and I actually can't wait to start it. So there's that. Today was another fun day, I guess, or traditionally fun, because math class, we didn't do anything. I just got to talk to my best friend for the whole day. That was fun, I guess. Watched a video in science because we had a substitute. We voted in history. We voted for our class officers, not class officers. We voted for the officers of the history club, and then we just took some notes. There wasn't a lot of notes today because the voting for the people in like who's going to be our history club leader, and also just discussing that and talking about it for a little bit. That took up a good chunk of class, so we didn't really write a lot of notes. We continued watching the movie in English class. Shop was so boring today. I felt guilty for not being able to do anything, so I was like, okay, I'm going to do something multimedia related, because that's what all my friends are doing, and that's like, that's hard, like when you see everyone else's screens and they're like editing software, Adobe and stuff like that, or Final Cut, or Photoshop. It's like that's when you know you're doing something wrong. If everyone else has that stuff on their screen, you're like, I don't have it on my screen. That's how you know it's wrong. So basically just did nothing. Like, I tried to work, but it was just twiddling my thumbs for an hour and a half. Like, I was counting down, like, the minutes. Or not an hour and a half, but like an hour 15. I was just counting down the minutes to lunch. There was that. And then I also had... And that was... lunch was okay, yes. One friend didn't want to talk to me. So I was like, man, okay. Because... And then... We had a health class, which we went into the gym, played basketball a little bit, and then shop. The last 15 minutes was I just watched a few videos and stuff like that. We had to clean up. We cleaned up, and that was basically the day. Had a decent ride home with Jeremy and my best friend, and that was fun, I guess. Yeah, that was so. And I don't have school tomorrow because it's a 4-day week. So I have Friday off because it's Teachers in Service, and then Monday off because it's Columbus Day / National People Day. National Native People Day. I'm celebrating National Native People Day, so I'm a hipster, but once you find out, like, legit what Columbus did, you're gonna be like, oh shit. I don't know a lot of people know how bad of a person he was, but yeah, he's pretty bad person. I feel like now it's coming more into contact and light, but yeah. Apparently, if you've taken any, history college class, then you would probably know that. That's how I found out. Or found out. So you're thinking I would have, a really fun day. Tomorrow I'm hanging out with a friend, too. So I think that would be really fun, and I had a really good week. Because, that sounds like a great week. I did a lot of stuff. So in normal circumstances, this would be a really great week. And it would be really fun. But now we're going to talk about the reason why this week was unbearable and bad is because I've been taking, so I was taking anxiety attacks, and I had anxiety and looming over me for a good part of this week. Saturday, so Friday night into Saturday, I woke up and I took a massive anxiety attack. I don't know why, but I did. And then, Sunday I went to church and I was okay. But, again, I took another anxiety attack, and it was that's a sleep one. But yeah, and then Friday, I had an anxiety attack in the morning, in the shower. Tuesday was not my day. I took one in the shower. I also took one after I got home from school. And then, again, in my sister's room, because I was talking to her about how I was getting an anxiety attack. That was not a fun thing. Wednesday, so yesterday, I took one anxiety attack in the morning again, take a shower, whoosh, and I was on the verge of one all last night, and that's pretty much how all the other nights of the week were, besides for Monday, because I was really, really busy, but I also still felt the effects of that, anxiety. And that's kind of where I am right now, is I've just been feeling a lot of anxiety, and it's one of those things where if I am alone with my thoughts for too long, I start taking an anxiety attack. Now, or not an anxiety, official one, but I start to get those thoughts in the pretenses of an anxiety attack. And if you've ever had one, or sometimes they're sudden, some people have them suddenly. I also had those ones, but other times I could just feel one coming on, and I've been able to wear them off, from coming on. I know it's something that's that horrible medical advice, just avoid them, but you could feel them coming on and then try to calm yourself down before you get, like, you take an anxiety attack. That's something that you can do. Um, that's why people have, like, service dogs for anxiety, because if you feel yourself going on, you can pet the dog, you can do all that stuff, and there you go. But that was yesterday. Today, in today's with anxiety, I didn't woke up, actually didn't have an anxiety attack this morning, which was great, and I felt like today was going to be good, because like for a majority of the day, I was not really having anxiety. I thought, like, okay, well, maybe this is just the end of a streak, and then I got home, and then I started freaking, and like, thoughts, like the overhead clouds thoughts came in, and I was like, shite, and I was kind of upset, so I was like, but yeah, it was bad, I guess. The anxiety was real. For a little bit, and that's kind of where I am now too, is that I can't really be alone with my thoughts, and that's kind of how my life is, I guess. So I don't work. I realized this week that I need a job, like, badly, not for, like, yeah, for the financial aspect, but more for, like, just to keep my ass busy. I mean, I'm usually bored. I mean, I get homework and stuff like that, but I can just finish that shit in like 2 seconds. Um, and I usually do. It's like, but usually I entertain myself by doing something like watching movies or, I don't know, like twiddling my thumbs, I guess. But that's not really how I could do it. If I do it like a monotonous task for a while, I just, like, the feelings start to come on and I start to freak out. And it goes, yesterday I was also, like, I talked to my mom for a good hour and a half, because to prevent one, until, like, I felt one, like, a really, really strong one coming on. And yeah, I started to talk to her, and it didn't happen. I felt like chills of it, but it didn't happen, which was good. But now it comes down to the time period of, like, oh shit. Whereas, like, now, this sucks. Because I can't be alone with my head. That's usually what my days are spent up of. And not even that, just, like, TV. I'm not really a TV person, or, like, I don't know. I'm not a TV person. I'm a book and also YouTube, and maybe Netflix person, depending on the day. But usually that's what my family does. I play games, too. I gotta play a few games, but that stuff's, like, it's boring and repetitive, and it's not really conducive to, like, me being fully in the moment, I guess. And that's where really what I need, when I'm like this, is I need to be in the moment 24/7. And as you can see, this week was not conducive to that at all. Um, Most of the weeks I'd be like, yes, cool. I'm not really a fan of, like, movies and stuff like that in school. Like, if the course is really hard, then yeah, like, cool. You'll work in a course and the teacher rewards you for, watching a movie. That's cool. But if it's like a class that you're, you don't really